pretty sure I caught you guys up. December 26th, Detention Center. Visitor's Room. Maya! Oh, that's right, she got arrested at the courthouse. Hey! Nick, it's you! I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? I don't know. Yeah, so last trial we were in a lot of trouble because the witness that went up, a lot of heart, love her, but she was a huge pain in our ass, okay? She needs to be arrested for obstruction of justice or something, because she was like the witness that's up there for fame. So she was willing to do anything as long as she was involved in a murder trial. Love her, but, you know, wasn't really helping our case there. I think we failed, like, 3 times. We had to redo the trial portion 3 times because it was so confusing. We were ahead of the curve, and the game was not forgiving in that respect. I just knew I had to do something. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. So is she gonna be allowed back into the courtroom or no? Probably not, huh? Because, I mean, it's still the same case. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first case, we'll let you go after questioning. Oh, that's nice. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Uh-huh. How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something? Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I should probably... Wait, I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I thought there was one at the lake. Wasn't there? Didn't Phoenix say that before? I wonder if I'll ever get to see my sister again. Aw, Mia. Don't worry. I'll get you out of there. Oops, sorry. I'll get you out of there in a jiffy. That's not what I want to do. Where do I want to go? I want to move. Where do we go? Let's go see Gumshoe. Let's see about this bail, huh? December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Detective Gumshoe's not here. Oh! I mean, Maya did say he was just there. Gumshoe's at the scene again today. Oh! Thanks. Uh-huh? Oh, really? He's a live wire, that one. Got into a fight with the chief for not following protocol. Not following protocol? Ooh, the chief's dirty. I bet he wouldn't help them build a case against Edgeworth. Okay. Oh, the chief was actually trying to do things to help Edgeworth, maybe. And Gumshoe's just like, no, we gotta stick to the letter of the law. Okay, alright. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park. Entrance. There are fewer than there were yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. Surely, the police wouldn't lie to us. Oh god, the birds are here. Certainly. We'll move in. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park. Wait, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. I haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Fiancé. Where could he be? Maybe the boat rental? December 26th, boat rental shop. Boat rental shop. Sorry. Looks like the boat rental shop's closed today too. He's not anywhere. I guess we check out the woods. So this is where a lot of heart was found. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. There you are! Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today at, yes? What about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did save Mr. Edgeworth, I guess. Oh, you don't have to take it easy on me, Gumshoe. Just say it. I could have burned the courthouse down with how badly I did. I just wasn't sure how to thank you, you know? Thanks. Are you here to check out the camera? The faulty camera that I still haven't been able to properly bring up in court? Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma's planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right. He said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. I was wondering who that witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge any information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating crime the way he does. And him becoming a prosecutor. And him being scared of earthquakes. That's a lot. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago. When he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now. You can see it in his eyes. That's tragic. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let her go as soon as they had the report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff, I'll be honest with you, pal, I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Aww! Shoot, that was a very valiant attempt. That was a valiant effort by Maya. Really? Cold as ice Edgeworth? She got through. He was really grateful for what she did, you know? I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait! I was wondering, how much is bail gonna be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. Maya got to him! She got through that icy exterior and into his heart! Oh, we're gonna have a love rival now. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Phoenix! Okay, so we didn't get any information as to what Gumshoe was doing here. So I have a feeling nothing new was found. Let's take a look at the camera anyway. Wada's camera is staring out into the lake as usual. Even a novice like me can tell that camera must cost a pretty penny. I hope she doesn't leave it out here to get stolen. I'm surprised y'all haven't taken it in for evidence. I don't think Lotta takes very good care of her SUV. It's covered with dents. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Alright, I don't think there's anything new to be discovered around here. So we're just gonna head to another place. We're just gonna head... Get me out of here. We're gonna move on out. Although I do want to check out the boat rental shop. Just one more time. Is there anything with the boats? There are some boats floating at the dock. The murder took place in a boat from this dock. Apparently, the police took away the actual boat that was used that night. Oh, okay. Indeed, there is space for one more boat at the dock. Okay. So we gotta check in with the police on that then. Let's get out of here. December 26th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hey Nick! You finally came! I was just here this morning! They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. Free at last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for the bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. I agree. What do you think we should do next? We're kind of lacking in the clues department. We could go to the park and look for Gourdy. Okay, now we gotta bring Maya to the park. I was kidding. Still, if there are any clues out there, the park's as good a bet as any. What do you say? Shall we head down there? Sure! Have you noticed anything lately? You know, I did notice one thing while I was here in detention. It's really pretty comfortable here. It's warm, and they keep it very clean. I meant, have you noticed anything about the case? Well, not much more than that, no. She's probably still upset about Mia. I should leave her alone. Well, we can't leave her alone. We gotta bring her with us to the park so she can work her mojo. Let's head to the park. We also haven't been to Grossberg's offices yet, but let's go see if Maya can find anything new. Shall we? December 26th, Gourd Lake Park, entrance. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Hey! It's Lotta! Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? No, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking. A little, self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? Please do! You gave us such a hard time! What did you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. A witness? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness. Even though I didn't really see anything. I kinda convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry. I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is tricky. Vague little thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witness a murder? What about Gourdy? Right. Well, the way I figure, the trial's only stoking the flames of Gourdy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer too. Maya, you could be whatever you want to be. Finish your spirit medium training first. Phoenix, you hater. Lotta, what did you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see... Actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. But what information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I'll propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey! I see you thinking, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We got a deal or not? What do we do, Nick? I mean, can't we hear what the exchange is for first? It better be worth it. Let's make a deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gourdy. Whoa. Gourdy? But Gourdy doesn't... I mean, Gourdy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something? Y'all come to me first, got it? Okay. Right. See y'all later. Well, I guess we're gonna go diving into the lake. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting? Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gourdy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gourdy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist. I thought that's what Lotta was for us. Maybe Larry has some info. Let's head in. What is that? December 26th, Gourd Lake, Public Beach. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick? Yo, Maya! Larry, what the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Kiance's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here. It'd be like real cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow! That's really impressive. She could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got him for free. Alright. I hate how his shirt is staring at us. Yo, Nick! What happened with Etchy? Well, we made it through the first day in court all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here, though. Huh. Hey, Larry! Did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. Maya, why are you giving that info out? You're selling Edgeworth out! He acts like a little boy! Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right. When the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Hey, Larry. When did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month. Yeah. For a month? Where was he storing it? It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it here yesterday? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I use to put air into the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Oh my god. What if what people thought was Gourdy was the Steel Samurai? And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. And the large bang was his compressor unit exploding. Oh boy, we gotta inspect it. What's this machine? That's a compressor. I use it to fill up that balloon there with air. Huh, neat. Just got it repaired yesterday. Man, what a drag that was. Doesn't that Steel Samurai look a little out of place? I mean, it's so huge. Yeah, like, can you guys see it? Gourdy could have been the arm of the Steel Samurai, right? Larry, I'm gonna need you to answer some questions. I guess it's good advertising. Something about this Steel Samurai just doesn't work for me. Huh? Really? It looks pretty well made to me. Still a novice, aren't you, Nick? Really? True connoisseurs like Cody and me don't fall for this kind of stuff. These Steel Samurai fans are obviously in a league of their own. No, please elaborate on that, Maya. Please. I can't get over the samurai dogs. The original samurai dogs, no less. Hey man, whoever calls their product the original first wins. Why don't you add world famous to the sign? Hey, good idea! What have I done? The trash can's empty. At least the place is well maintained. What about this banner? Those flags look sadly out of place here, flapping listlessly back and forth in a cold wind under a cold sky. I don't know. I think it gives the place a kind of festival atmosphere. It reminds me of the War of the Eyeglasses. Huh? The War of the what? Huh? What? You mean you don't know about the War of the Eyeglasses? What the heck is it? Our local fair used to do it every summer. Huh. I guess we were the only ones. I ask again, what the heck is it? Huh, I almost didn't see that signpost. Left, boat docks, right exits. Okay, we did inspect that. What about the... Wow, Gourd Lake is really big. Yeah. Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake? Oh, we've read this already. Okay, so nothing new there. Can we talk to Larry again? No. Interesting. What if we bring up the article? That's the guy that's selling my dogs faster than I can cook them. Do you think Gourdy really exists? Nah, I think somebody probably just saw something else that they just thought was Gourdy. But I'll keep selling samurai dogs until the truth's out. Larry, you scammer! Can we show him a map? Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I am a mere seller of hot dogs. Okay. No map. Alright. Got it. December 26th, Gourd Lake Woods. Hey, y'all. Well, you don't find anything out about Gourdy? Um, no, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at nighttime. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, whoa! No, you don't. No sneezing. I told y'all no sneezing! See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It'd trigger on one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice. But what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. I learned something in today's trial, that's for sure. Testifying is serious business. That's why I decided not to talk about that case anymore. Huh. Whoa, did you say you had information about the case? Tell us that at least. Like I said, I'll trade it for the dirt on Gourdy. What are you gonna do if Gourdy doesn't exist? I'll quit being an investigative photographer. What? After all, I only have one photo to my name so far. Was it a good one? You bet. A UFO. A UFO? Oh, she wasn't there when she was talking about her UFO experience. Anyway, if I can't get a career making photo this time around, then that's it. I'll quit and go back to school. Huh? So you really are a university student? Yeah, well, I'm taking a break for a bit. Right. Okay, well we can't give her any of that info. So honestly, we just have to go everywhere else. It's interesting that we still get this intro timestamp at the boat rentals. December 26th, boat rental shop. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all, they're probably just taking a vacation till it blows over. I get it. But can we go out into the lake? A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because of the murder. Still can't. Alright, let's go and see... Hey! Wait, I can't see Grossberg anymore. Why not? Why? Ah, fresh air. I gotta say, freedom feels good. Sorry, freedom feels great. Behave yourself in the courtroom tomorrow, okay? Oh, so she is still allowed back in. Misbehaving's much more fun. It's not gonna be so much fun when Edgeworth refuses to pay your bail again. Right. I'll behave. Oh dear. Well, what should we do? I don't know. I've been in detention this whole time. I think I'll let you decide what to do. Deal? Well, any thoughts you want to share? Well, I was in detention all day. I think I'd like more time to think. Or Maya. She probably thought about Mia the whole time she was in there. Okay, well, we're kind of stuck here. Oh! We can go to Grossberg now! December 26th, Grossberg Law Offices. Apparently, Mr. Grossberg is on vacation today. Oh, all of a sudden, he's just gonna get out of town while the case is going, huh? Well, I guess I can come back tomorrow if I need anything. Back to detention center, maybe? December 26th, detention center, visitor's room. Looks like Edgeworth is in questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. Okay. So we're kind of at a dead end. The only thing I can think to do is to somehow pop this balloon. This inflatable steel samurai. And really, the only thing I can do that with is like a gun. The only thing we got is that he recognizes the news headline. I mean, do we bring up Lotta's testimonies and depositions to her? Oh god. I mean, we did see that we weren't done talking to her about Gourdy. But I think that's just because we haven't brought her any evidence. Yeah. So... You know, I was wondering... Yeah? What if you get a picture of Gourdy and it turns out like this enlargement did? You're crazy! A blurry picture like this doesn't make a hit story. I need a picture that screams, I am Gourdy. Hear me roar. I can't turn something like this into the paper. What kind of fool do y'all think I am? The kind of fool that would turn a blurry picture in as evidence in a murder trial. Not to mention claiming she saw something she didn't see. Okay. We're throwing a lot of accusations there. I'm glad I did that enlargement. No kidding. If we didn't have that, Edgeworth would be in prison now. Or worse. There's never a lack of drama when you're on a case, is there, Nick? What? Are you always on the verge of horrible failure like this? Careful, or the stress will send you to an early grave. Thanks for the cheerful message of support. That's why I raised the sensitivity on my mic. Just watch yourself from now on, okay? Sorry. Sorry, I missed what she said. I gotta do what I gotta do to get me a picture of Gourdy. That's why I raised the sensitivity of my mic. Just watch yourself from now on, okay? Okay. So... Hey, Nick? Okay, we saw all of this. Again, I don't think there's anything new to be examined anywhere. So I'm kind of confused as to where to go. We could go back to the precinct. Because I feel like we've exhausted everything here. It's just so strange that we can't further investigate the compressor or further question Larry about how it broke in the first place. Like, hello? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to go there. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? Whatever. Have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. Yeah, help me out here, Gumshoe. Do you have any new leads? How is the investigation proceeding? It's not really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident, and the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case, Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. But why would he take so long to do so? Doesn't make sense. And Edgeworth never talks about his past. I bet they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow too. Now, I know what the argument here is for that, is that maybe Edgeworth just wants to deal with this in court, because the case is almost, the DL6 case anyway, the DL6 case is almost, time is running out for that. Time is running out for the DL6 case. I think Edgeworth basically said there were 2 or 3 days left before that case was just shut for good. So, poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gourdy? The monster down in Gourd Lake? Not personally, no. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about doing a little questioning for me then? Oh, Detective Gumshoe's scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time. Sorry. I see, pal. Sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gourdy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Ooh, a new toy! Really? You can take whichever one you like. Can we take everything? What are they? Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now. Everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number 1. Missile. Missile? Missile? He's a canine police dog. Still in training. Oh, it's a dog. Missile! Missile! Here, boy! Aww! Here he is. Hey, he's cute! Look, Nick! Cute dog! Cute dog? And this'll help us how? Hey! Missile might be able to sniff something out. Maybe the hot dogs at the hot dog stand. You know? Next secret weapon, number 2. A fishing pole. Here, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah? How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one is the last one. Now, please, I'm already overwhelmed by your choices. Secret weapon number 3. A metal detector. I have a feeling we're gonna have to use all of these items. Here. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? Hey, you never know. It might have been eating soda cans. He's on to something, you know. Well, which will it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either. For the totally opposite reason. Well, I suppose it can't hurt to borrow one of them. Okay, so in the event that we cannot get all of the items, here's my reasoning for each, okay? Missile might be able to sniff out, like, a clue or something. I mean, he's a dog, okay? They have really good senses of smells, and that's basically all of my argument for that. Also, he could probably fetch something in the lake for us. Maybe he's a really good swimmer. Fishing pole? Actually, really not a fan of the fishing pole. I honestly don't know what we would catch in the ocean. Ooh! Hold on there. If we're able to use a boat to go out onto the lake, maybe we're able to use the fishing pole to get evidence. Like maybe there was a plastic scrap from the Steel Samurai inflatable, because I am 1000% sure that Larry's Steel Samurai inflatable was mistakenly caught as Gourdy on camera. It's just the evidence is there, okay? Its arm looks like Gourdy's head. Anyway, I think we'll be able to get something from either the compressor or the Steel Samurai suit down at the bottom of the lake. As for the metal detector, the missing bullet. We know that the gun was fired 3 times, so maybe we can use the metal detector to find the missing bullet. And that is the strongest case I have out of the 3, so I'm gonna go with metal detector first. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're gonna find with this. Remember, you're hunting for a monster. anything is possible. Anything. Metal detector borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. Makes a noise when metallic objects are nearby. A useful detection device. So can we swap it out? Just real quick. Detective Gumshoe, can we borrow one of the other things? Yeah, sure, pal. Okay! We can use everything! Okay. Okay. In that case, I think we use Missile first, just to sniff out something. We gotta do this by order of events, right? We get Missile to sniff something out for us, and then we get Metal Detector, and then maybe the fishing pole. I think that's how we're gonna have to borrow these items. So yeah, let's take Missile first. He's so cute! Oh boy. Canine Unit Missile, borrowed from Detective Gumshoe. A canine unit in training. Very cute, with shiny eyes. Alright. Let's move to Gourd Lake. Hey, Nick. Missile's been acting strangely. Okay. Missile? Oh, right. That little creature of the detectives. Hey, I love little doggies. Oh, I know, you have a hot dog stand. Get me out of here. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, he hates them. What's wrong, Missile? Drugs? Missile! Missile! Oh, he's eating the heck out of Larry. Whoa! Stop that thing! Cannibal! It's eating the samurai dogs! Did I call it or did I call it? I knew he was gonna go for the dogs. my samurai dogs. Wow. He ate every single one. I'm sorry, Larry. Sorry? Sorry, don't pay my bills, Nick! It's gonna have to this time. Sorry! Let's see. Can we present Missile to him? Like, look at him, he's cute with shiny eyes! Hey Larry, look! It's Missile. Isn't he cute? Keep that mud away from me! What am I gonna tell the big boss? There's a big boss in charge of your hot dog stand? Nick, maybe the stand is a front for mafia money laundering scheme. Maya, I think you should probably try to look a little sorry about what happened. Oh, right. My poor dogs. Well, let's just get on out of here. Let's skedaddle. Actually, can we examine? Okay, we can't sick the dog on the... Oops. We can't sick the dog on the Steel Samurai, so... Let's now move... I guess everywhere else around Gourd Lake. So, the boat rental shop. Let's see if Missile detects anything. No. Okay. To the woods? Hey, Lotta! Oh, cute. Yours? He's a canine police dog. His name's Missile. Huh. Canines are the ones they use to sniff for things, right? I wonder what Gourdy smells like. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, nuts. Well, this is a dead end. I thought we would have to use missile first, but I guess not. Well, let's move. In that case... I think I will go back with the metal detector and try to find that bullet. Sorry, Nick. Okay. So I can't use it here. Can I examine anything and use it here? No. Let's move to the woods. Hey, Lotta! Look at this! It's a metal detector. I know what it is. Not sure that's gonna pick up Gourdy, though. Unless he's been eating people's watches, or spare change or something. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay. This game is kind of debunking all of my theories on what the next steps are. Are we gonna have to use the fishing rod first? But again, we aren't being prompted to use a boat. I don't know. I just don't know. And we aren't being prompted to use it anywhere, which I thought we could. I was really hoping to use the metal detector somewhere. Oh, sorry, let me go to the boats. Yes! Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something. Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! Huh? An air tank for the compressor! And it's covered in flags! Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gourdy. Maya, first of all, why would Gourdy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Well, we might as well take it with us now that we've found it. It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value. Wait, dubious. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. An empty air tank. The valve is open and a banner of flags is wrapped around it. Okay, well that's not what I thought we were gonna find, but it's something. Let's go see what Larry thinks about this. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this air tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have a thing like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence. There's strings of flags everywhere these days. like in elementary schools and used car dealerships. Look, why would I need an air tank anyway? To go diving? You used this to go diving in the lake, didn't you? What? Why the heck would I go diving in the lake? Wait, you're not saying I had something to do with that murder? No, not at all, just... Hey, you watch it, buddy! I'm not saying anything until my lawyer gets here! Larry, Nick is your lawyer. Well, Larry, she's right. Anyway, I've never seen that air tank, okay? Yeah, right. Larry's hiding something, I can tell. Do I get the dog now? Do I get the dog now? I think I get the dog now. Okay, I gotta go get Missile. So, I'll be back, Larry. You hang tight. Don't go anywhere. Be right back. Detective Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Oh no, did we mess it up? Ah, that's right. Let's come back later. Okay, well, what else can we use? What if we keep pressing him on it? What? An air tank? What about it? Okay, so we can ask him. Have you seen it before? Have you seen this before? Me? No! Never! Who the heck would go diving in the middle of winter? There's something about the way his eye twitched when I showed him the tank. You mean is twitching? I think I'd better pursue this line of questioning a little further. Okay, so I think we went through the correct line of questioning already. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big, puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go asking me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Oh. Right. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it. Just once. And, it didn't go so well. As I suspected. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us! Tell us! Fine. Good looking out, Maya. Use your girlish wiles to get him back in here. Whatever. It's like what I said. The compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... the valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And it took my poor deflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? It sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So now we talk, yes? So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th? A week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out into the lake. So, I went out every night in a boat, looking for it. Larry, are you our second witness? I mean, I had a feeling because he said he worked here at Gourd Lake, but I mean, also because he's here. Why would they put just a random character in the story for no reason? Unless he was gonna be part of the investigation and the trial. Oh, Larry. I mean, Kionsei gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last! How was he not able to find that? It flew way out there. It took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. But you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Okay. Well, I think now we tell her that Gourdy was actually just an inflatable. At least, I hope that's what Phoenix's line of thinking is. Well, Mr. Lawyer, I've got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gourdy for me yet? Lotta... There is no such thing as Gourdy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gourdy don't exist? The proof that Gourdy doesn't exist is here? Of course I have proof. No lawyer worth his badge should make a claim without the proof to back it up. Here's the proof that Gourdy doesn't exist. I mean... Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gourdy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used this air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew into the lake. Apparently, it made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time, a couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo. Wait. So you're saying that Gourdy is really the Steel Samurai? Well, that's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. It's okay. You win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. Okay, that's not how anything went down. Okay, that's not at all how I thought anything was gonna go down. Like, at all. So, tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path there. Oh, so not Larry. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy, living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah, the night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Oh, I know! I know! Huh? Wait, so you have another photo? Yes! Well... yeah, but there's nothing in it at all, just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all. It might not be helpful at all, but here, take it. Second lake photo added to the court record. Finally! Shows an empty lake, taken automatically on December 24th at 11:50 p.m. Bye now, y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. The legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry. Familiar to all who know him for any length of time. Wait, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Huh. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Okay, well, I definitely want to take a look at this picture. We can. Well, we can't. So, let's head on over to the police station. Oh, wait, we gotta go to the boat shop first. Before we go to the police station. December 26th, boat rental shop. Hey, Nick. This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Well, let's go check it out anyway. Okay. Door? Door? Maybe we have to move closer to the door? Oh, caretaker shack. Okay. December 26th, caretaker shack. Meg! That you? Hey, is that Keith with you? Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone. Pasta? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. When you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly! The kids are home! Hello? Hello? Nick, what was that? A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith! Yes? I leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny. Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? Hello? Hello? Yep. You fell asleep. I guess he's relieved? Let's look around first before we try to wake the man. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table. Looks warm. That's a great idea. We should do that in the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, and drink hot cocoa. And what, talk about murders? Nah, you're a party pooper, Nick. Oh, he has a television in here too? Okay, well, I was trying to look at the trash can, but okay. Wow, there's lots of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. This fishing pole looks expensive. Looks like a kitchen unit. Pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who'd keep things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Nick. He's running a pasta shop here. It's true. Wow. What an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me. Oh no, we woke him up. What? What? You forgot, Meg? You gotta call her by her name first. Her name? Polly! How you been? Hello? Hello? See? Neat! So the parrot's name is Polly. Parrot added to the court record. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Old Polly could say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Polly! Polly! What's your name? Polly! Cute! Maya's found a new friend. Okay. Well, she figured out one question that works with Polly. Oh boy. Pasta shop? Yep. To think the wet noodle will live on when I'm gone. My father started it, you know. So that makes you the third generation. Meg. Yes? Tomorrow we'll start with the secrets of dough tossing. Dough tossing? You too, Keith. Yes? You'll be the best pasta wrangler the West has ever seen. Pasta wrangler? The West? Isn't pasta from Italy? Meg! Yes! You know the best pasta's always been made west of the Rockies, don't you? Right, of course, everyone knows that. Meg? How long do we have to keep up this all-in-the-family charade? This old man must know something about the murder. We're not leaving until we find out what it is. Well, I'm sure it has to do with Polly. But we'll go down the line. This is a boat rental shop, right? What are you talking about? This here is the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Though now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders of spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days. Darned if I understand them. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. But this old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We've got to find some way of getting information out of him. Polly! Give us the secret words! My memory's gotten worse of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? Huh. I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Wait, what safe? All right. Hey! Polly, watch it, will ya? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. And a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Interesting. Okay. So I wonder if he's gonna bring Polly into the courtroom, or we're gonna have to bring up the fact that Polly is actually gonna have to be the witness. Can we talk to Polly anymore? Nope. Can we present any evidence to this guy? Now, listen here, Keith. Remember that tricolor pasta we were talking about? Our rainbow-lioli. I figured out the last color we should use. Indigo blue. Indigo blue. That didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Okay, he won't give us any secret codes. What about this? Okay. What about... I don't think there's anything else, really. Okay, let's head back to police station. So I do want to ask about, like... I wonder if he heard anything. Okay, we're not gonna get anything out of him. So let's head back to the police station. Let's see if Gumshoe is out of the woods yet. Nope, doesn't look like it. Interesting. Okay, well, we apparently have more things to do. But what? Does anyone know about this parrot? She left without her car. There must be more that we can get from the caretaker. I guess let's present everything. Oh. Oh, this worked. That a lawyer's badge? Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy's the first person to recognize my badge. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith! Nick. Now's our chance to clear things up. Sir? No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're Team Rocket! We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. Lawyer, huh? Please, mister? Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. But I'm a lawyer though. We can't promise that. What about Keith and Meg? What about them? I can't make that promise. Is that any way to treat your old man? You want my help? You've come to the wrong man. Uh-oh. Now he's grumpy. Not to mention he still thinks we're his kids. Maybe we should just lie and say we'll run his shop. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get the case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy! Good for you, Keith. Good for you! Wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg. You too! Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? Now, what was it that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly! Hello? Hello? Now he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Talk to him through Polly! Uh, talk to Polly. Nope. Talk to him through Polly. Polly is my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello? Hello? Yep. Okay, well, I guess let's just start showing him things. He fell asleep! We bored him to death. Nope. Honestly, what does this guy want? You know about Gourdy? Nope. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith, yes, it's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad, you know something about this? Yep. The other night out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us! Tell us what you saw! Well, I suppose. Since you're taking over the shop and all. What? I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang! A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yeah. I forgot. I'll remember by tomorrow. Wait, I'll remember tomorrow by court time. Promise. We need to know earlier than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yeah, the kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old cloak. Got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow, I don't think we're gonna get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh, wait! I had one more question. Huh? Polly! Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Huh? What did you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget DL6. What? The DL6 incident? Hey, mister! I mean, Dad! This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? We have to figure out who that old man is. Oh. What? He locked the door from the other side! Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on the DL6 incident. I feel like he's kind of feigning ignorance here a little bit. Kind of playing the fool, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Well, we know where to go now. December 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey, pal! Long time no see. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, we wanted to ask you something, and probably return your metal detector. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? How'd you... It was supposed to be a top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Miss Lotta Hart yesterday. As for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please, help us. We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. As if that's gonna stop anyone! So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Oh, say no more! First of all, we've got Polly. Oh wait, we can't present anything. Hang on. First of all, we've got Polly. What's that? A parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly! Polly! Have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait. What if that old man was what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I getcha. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Through there is the station's records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right! Way to go, Detective Gumshoe! Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we faced Edgeworth's past. Also, can we return this? Thanks, Detective. This was really helpful. Really? You seem surprised. No, not at all. I'm glad it worked out for you. Oh. You don't want to bet? I mean, okay. I guess I'll just skedaddle. December 26th, Police Department, Records Room. Wow. It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. 15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. That's probably when his dad died. Because of DL6? Nick! I found out where the file is! Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Okay. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts. Like a summary. Right! Summary. Found it! Here you go. December 28th, 2001. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Oh. Wow. That was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? Saw little baby Edgeworth there? That would be scary like that. In the dark. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot. In the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So, Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in the elevator. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim. Here! Found it! Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. Wait, this is Phoenix, hold on. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He looks like a Clark Kent character, does he not? He doesn't look anything like Edgeworth, let me just put that out there. Nothing like him, I don't see the resemblance. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son, Miles. Miles? Miles Edgeworth, of course. So, he was in the elevator with his father. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it couldn't have been suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh. It sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? A repeat of that case's events? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it! The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. Do we think that this is the boat rental guy? He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond. The victim in our case. Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived. So much so, he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? Maybe to a boat rental shop? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in DL6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we gonna take the whole file? There's too much! We'll never get it out! You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. File on the DL6 incident. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do. Testifying in court. I wonder if he'll bring Polly. Alright, let's save our man. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. We're just right on in it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here, anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statements, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma! What is the meaning of your statement just now? Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. Is 3 minutes the max amount of time that the client is lucid. Is that why? I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner who I think is Yogi. Witness, state your profession. It's just like he's drunk all the time. I am the proprietor of the restaurant, the Wet Noodle, at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep. Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. But I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. But you haven't accounted for me, Phoenix Wright! Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. I wonder if he's like this because, I mean, I don't want to say he has brain damage, but do you think this is because he has brain damage from the elevator if he is Yogi? I don't think it would do this. I think he's just old and senile. Well, I'm not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My, memory. Your Honor. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Who's Keith and Meg then? He can't recall, you say? Sorry, I don't know if you guys heard that. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Witness testimony, the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant where I, rent boats, as usual. And then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. And just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. Excuse me? There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. It is my right to cross-examine him! Besides, There are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict. Now. Yes. Mr. Wright? Cross-examine! What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well. You may begin. Ah! Excuse me? Mr. Von Karma? 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examination. Okay, well, he's still talking. Let's press him on pretty much everything, though. We've learned our lesson, right? We're 4 chapters in. We know we've got to push on everything. Just after midnight, you say? Now, at the boathouse, he didn't remember the time. So I do want to press him on this. Very much. Yep. Just around then. Are you sure? We also have a picture that was at 11:50 p.m. Pretty sure. Yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. Von Karma could have given him a script to follow. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep. You see? Continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please, continue. And where did the bang seem to come from? From his dreams? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat? Now, according to Larry, I don't know why I wanted to call him Johnny just there. According to Larry, he was also out there on a boat. So there should have been at least 2 boats floating on that lake. Disregarding that fact, it was also foggy that night, if you guys remember. So how did he know? It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time, that is. At the time? So, you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Just about then, it comes back to shore. So what was the man muttering, though? By your window? Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick, but he was right there, in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith! He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Very spirited for his son, isn't he? Witness, are you sure that person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I'd better act quick, or this trial is gonna be over. Raise an objection! It's all we can do. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. Oh, what now? That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. Only... Sorry. Sorry. Only... He wiped his prints only to put his prints back on it? You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Raise another objection! Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Oh, say less! Phoenix, let's go! Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Wait, but the gun shot 3 times and they've only been hearing 2, and I feel like that's important. Why are you doing this to me, Phoenix? Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please, Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you. What's she gonna do? Transform and get possessed right in front of the entire courtroom? 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. I think he's pretty much out. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. No! Objection! The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? What? Larry! Yes! My boy is showing up to save our butt. Larry Butts. That didn't even make sense. Larry, what are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So, you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience, listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. It seems like everyone gives us one final chance at every trial. At everything. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Or he could save your butts. I'm not gonna let go of that joke. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Well, Well, it's not like they have a record keeper typing out everything that he's saying, so, technically, we could just all agree that he didn't give a verdict. How about that? Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now, there you go, Judge. Put your big boy pants on. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. Good man, Larry. Nice job. You're really paying it forward. Or is it paying it back? December 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I mean, because this case is about him. He could have seen worse. I mean, he saw his father get shot right in front of him. Do you not consider that worse, Phoenix? Like, hello? I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Maya, did you forget? Steel Samurai? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth? Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. Because he picked it up after the fact, maybe? When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Wait, I just had a thought. What if he picked it up in order to cover the actual killer's prints? But that wouldn't make sense because there were only 2 of them in the boat. So, I don't know. I see. Right? Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this... Oh, wait. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. Don't worry. Larry's gonna give us all of the openings to question him. Down pat. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything you saw on the night of December 24th. Right! Leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. Witness testimony. The night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. No boat? Was it because it was foggy, or... That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's gonna say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go but forward, Nick. Cross-examination. Now, I wonder if that was the game's way of telling us not to press every statement. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to... Wait, there were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By the time everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Oh, we know for a fact that it's relevant because his air tank was the cause of one of the bangs. Most likely, he was hunting for this Gourdy. Well, you're not wrong. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. How would you have gotten past the boat rental window? And around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12? Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then, just as I was going home... Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order! Order! Well, Mr. Butts? Whoa, whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Oh. Okay. No problem. That's just the most important part of this case. So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh. Well, Nick? It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. Okay, now we're on to evidence. So, what can we present? I think the most important thing right now is to address the one gunshot. We can always go back to presenting evidence to the previous stuff, but first and foremost, I want to take care of this bang. After the single gunshot. So do we bring up the pistol or do we bring up... Is there anything else? Do we bring up Lotta's deposition? Because in her deposition, it's 2 gunshots. Oh wait, actually. It could be 1 gunshot from the boat and then 1 from the Steel Samurai air tank. Okay. But yeah, do we bring up the pistol or the deposition? Let's bring up the deposition. Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard 1 bang? Are you sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. You know damn well what that other bang was, Phoenix. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Sorry, Butts. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick! Please! Uh-huh. You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? I think his takeaway from being a witness is just completely wrong. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot? Are you sure? Well, To tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude! With my headphones. What? So how did he hear the other one? Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Oh yeah, we got a lot more things. We've got a lot more contradictions to break. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony, and be sure to include details like your radio. Right! Leave it to me! I wouldn't, if there were any other way out of this. Believe me. Witness testimony. What Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio. See? I was listening to it real booming loud, like... But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly that the DJ was saying when I heard it too. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. Did he? You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Brig. This happens every single time I come back from break. I swear, I cannot read. Yeah? What's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word the witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Objection! Wait, Your Honor, the witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot. He could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Cross-examination. No, come on. Larry's giving us a chance here. So you turned on the radio? Right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know? You don't know what it's like out there. Alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butz, how loud was your radio set to that night? Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. Can you prove that? No. No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? Do we think he remembers exactly what the DJ was saying because it hit midnight and he was saying Merry Christmas to everyone? What did she say? Mr. Wright! Gender profiling the DJ? In 2023? Please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a what possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Karma. Indeed. Mr. Von Karma has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care, because it could pinpoint a time. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask? Fine. Very well. Mr. Butz, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Oh, it is a she. Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Okay, I think we present evidence on that last statement. Because this can help us pinpoint a time. So we can present the autopsy. We can present the lake photo. Because the DJ says it's almost Christmas, and this one takes place on the day of. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas. I put a T at the end of Christmas and removed it from almost. Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. December 25th at 12:15 a.m. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. I think not, because there were 3 gunshots from that pistol. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Bootz's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. We can finally account for the 3rd shot. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Oh, you got it. Okay, so we could show the gun, but we could also show that new photo. Where is it? Where's the new photo? Hang on. Oh, this one. We could also show the second lake photo. I think we do this. The only thing, though, is that this photograph shows nothing. So we'll see. Look at this photograph. Look at this photograph! This was taken by our witness. This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Yeah, I'm kind of confused myself. Like, it could have been the Steel Samurai. I mean, but then again, Larry said it had been out there for like 4 days, right? No, he found it. He found it after 4 days. No, he found it that night. Yeah, he found it Christmas Eve. Okay, sorry, just want to get my facts straight. So, actually, there was no loud noise from Larry that night. So there were 2 gunshots. So we still can't account for the 3rd shot from the pistol. Wait a second. What if that pistol was the same pistol used in the DL6 murder? It shot twice this night and once in the elevator. Wait, is that it? Have I cracked the case? Wait, okay, no, I'm getting too ahead of myself. No. We're not running away with this theory. We're just gonna keep going with the case. Trial continue. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. I don't know what this evidence would be. The only thing that makes sense to me is using Laura's deposition, because she attested to it being a gunshot. So I'm gonna go with this. Mr. Wright, is that a smirk I see? Your Honor, sorry, I wasn't really sure about the evidence. Don't show us evidence you aren't confident in, Mr. Wright. I'll ask you again. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Okay, I don't know. I don't know what it would be then. That was the only thing that I could think up of. Like, I know, I understand that it's 2 gunshots after midnight and judge is asking for 11:50, but honestly, I don't know what we would show him. I could give the pistol. Again, we have 3 shots fired from this pistol with 2 unaccounted for, so it's that, or really there's nothing else that I can think of. Maybe the autopsy report? No. This just shows that he was shot. Though because of the vague time, this could be a contender for evidence, but honestly, we're grasping at straws at that point. So we have 3 potential items that we could present. We could present the pistol, we could present the autopsy, and of course there's the camera. I don't know, honestly. This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. If all 3 shots were fired on the lake that night, why then are there not 3 photos from Laura? Unless she's holding out on us again. But that begs the question, right? Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why didn't he just say 12:15? Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh. I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes? What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya? Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch, and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the fact. Loud? Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo reads 12:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Then who was the other guy? Who was in the boat with him? Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. I mean, it has to be Edgeworth and the murderer then. Because this is after midnight. So Hammond is completely out of the picture. Of course. It was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right. It's... I don't know. I mean, I gotta be honest here, I don't know. So when he mentioned the Steel Samurai murder, I was not thinking about the body double switch, the costume change. I was more thinking that it could have been like a weapon malfunction. Which, I mean, had nothing to do with the Steel Samurai, but my mind was getting away from me, and so I thought, like, maybe Hammond gave Edgeworth the gun and it malfunctioned and it shot by itself while Edgeworth was holding the gun, pointed directly at the victim, the murderer, whoever. Anyway, I'm gonna say I don't know because I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Also, why are there not two bodies? Again, you waste my time. I don't know, because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. What? At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? That would explain why there was nothing on the second photograph. Because, as we know, the camera was pointed straight at the lake. So, if anything happened on the ground somewhere, we wouldn't have seen it. What? Well, then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder actually took place. I mean, the only thing I can think of is in his shop, because Lotta was here at the campsite and Larry was down here. So the only place he could have done it was at his boat shop. At the rental shop. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way, he could meet that way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? Oh, that's right. The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please, tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. Okay. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I want to say the boat shop caretaker. I am inclined to believe my client, Miles Edgeworth, and that the pistol was dropped on the boat and he picked it up after the fact. So I want to say the boat shop caretaker fired the pistol. But then evidence... No. We're disregarding the evidence to Hammond's body because we already know, we discussed it already. That happened in the boathouse with the guy, mystery old man, and him. So I think the boat shop caretaker shot the pistol. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Fired twice to create a witness. I mean, the first one doesn't make sense because we just said that he fired twice and missed on purpose, so it's to create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Well, bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Do we got him? Who is he? And I will admit wholeheartedly, my theory about the DL, like trying to connect the DL6 pistol to this, I went off the deep end. I'm so sorry. Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Wow, they've checked the boat shop that quick? They surveyed the boat shop like that? Like, how? When? What? What should I do? Find him! Quickly! We cannot allow him to get away! Uh-oh. Mr. Von Karma! Your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. Things are going down! December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Yay, Nick! You did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony. Oh, Phoenix, just thank the guy already. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know... Oh, sorry. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably gonna get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. You could tell Maya. That way you don't have to tell me, and then she'll tell me later, like, while we're having dinner or something. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. Regarding DL6? A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of murder. Did Edgeworth misfire the gun on his dad? I can't believe it ends there! Okay, let's save. I can't believe this. It ends with that thought. Did baby Edgeworth somehow get a gun into his hands and accidentally shoot his own father? What happened in that elevator?